For Call of Faith by Dr. Gidado Taufik Mikdad. Every Friday, 3 p.m. and Monday, 3 p.m. on Armed Forces of Nigeria Radio Service, 107.7 FM, Voice of the Nigerian Military, as it promises to be direct, educative, and motivational. Inshallah, don't miss out.
My life is frozen. I need your help. 'Cause people always let me down. I'm losing all my air right now.
Right, you are welcome to another edition of the program, The Call of Faith on Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM Abuja. I want to start by appreciating the Almighty and giving Him all the thanks and praises today, as we do every day. Lord, I thank you. Almighty Allah, I praise you. I glorify your holy name, and I will always do. I bow before your majesty, because you are the Lord. I have never seen, and I will never see anyone that is perfectly good, except the Almighty. Lord, I thank you for your goodness. Allah, I thank you for your kindness. Almighty Creator of the heavens and the earth, I glorify your holy name, and I will always do. I beseech Allah to bestow His countless peace and blessings upon the soul of our teacher Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and upon his household. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with you out there. There are listeners far and near as we take our lessons today. In the first segment of our program, we shall, going forward, be talking about how you need to be focused on whatever is it that you have and you need to achieve in life. You see, there are people, it's not that they don't have a goal in life, it's not that they don't have an aim, but they vacillate in purpose. They're not steady, they're not stable. Today they want to be A, the other day they want to be B. They've seen someone who is a D the next day. They say, okay, I don't want to be A, I don't want to be B anymore. I want to be a D. So they keep vacillating and jumping from one to the other aim in life. With that, you go nowhere, brother. Regardless of what the circumstances of life you might be going through, you need to remain on your goal in life. Being able to remain focused on your goal in life will lead you to the attainment of those goals. Look, there are distractions everywhere. I'm not saying distractions which are bad things. I'm talking about distractions that are even good distractions. You don't want to be, okay, fine. You are an undergraduate. You are in a university or in a college, trying to go on a particular course of study, and inter alia you see someone who possibly had embarked on another kind of journey in life and has made a success story. Now, inter alia, you look at, hey, man, I think I better just drop my own dream here. I want to be like the other guy. No. Then you go nowhere. You must be focused on your goals and dreams in life. Whatever is it that you have taken in your mind, or a determination in your mind that you want to be and go for it regardless of the circumstances around you. Do not be deterred by appearances. There are certain stages that every man has to go through in life. And let me tell you this. Every great man that you see out there had passed through the developmental stages that you might be going through today. Now, that rich man that you see having so many things had at one time or the other asked people for help. He has stretched forth his hands to receive assistance. Today, God had then placed him and have put him in a position where he can assist someone else. Now, that guy, if you asked him, he have been through similar stories. So what are you going to do? You cannot just jump, just hop on this and hop on that, and just you want to be every other thing. Be yourself, regardless of what any other person might be. This is very fundamental, very primary to the attainment of your goals and your dreams in life. Now, going forward on this, since human nature, we have a pulsating nature. Our nature is not static, it's not stable. You must have, or you mustn't, but you can have something to freshen up your dream in your mind at all times. You might have a write-up somewhere, or you might have something you place in the corner of your room or somewhere that reminds you and reconnects you every time and again to your dreams and aspirations in life. It could even be a flower that anytime you see that flower, it reminds you of, oh, I want to be this in life. I choose this flower to remind me of what I want to be. So many things can distract you. Even the good things can be a distraction. That said, the next point I want to mention to you, respected listeners far and near, when attainment of your goals in life is avoid envy. Look, envy is a destroyer. It destroys you from within because it takes you off the path God Almighty had set you, and you put yourself on another, and in fact a very debilitating path, and you think that maybe when you envy someone, you can stop him from attaining that which God had promised him. And we have an example here in the brothers of Joseph. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. You might wonder, why is it that God, out of the 12 children of Jacob, why is it that God Almighty chose Joseph? Why did he deny the other people from the attainment of their dreams? Did you say God denied them? And I tell you, no. God didn't deny them. They denied themselves. They left their businesses. They began to mind other people's businesses. What was it? They had their own path in life. God has set their feet on different paths in life, but they chose not to follow that path. They followed to envy Joseph. Because they followed to envy Joseph, they left their own business. They mind the business of Joseph, and anybody, and I want to repeat this for emphasis, anybody who will not mind his own business, but who will pick on other people's business, will not at the end of the day attain his goals and objectives in life. And it is not a curse, it is a natural order. That if you don't stay where you should be and you start moving from pillar to pole, trying to nose around and you want to see what other people are doing, and you don't want to focus on your own goal in life, rather you are envying what others have. Envy here, I mean you want others to fail so that you might rejoice. So others' failure is your own happiness. Then you got nowhere to go, brother. I ask you, don't you have a destination in life? Don't you have a path you want to follow? Don't you have an assignment in life you want to deliver? Why is it that you are deriving joy in other people's penury? Why is it that you want others to fail in order that you might be happy? Why? It shows you got nowhere to go. The brothers of Joseph had their own path in life, but because they chose to pursue and envy Joseph, every attempt they made at bringing Joseph down, God used those attempts at raising and lifting Joseph up. God was not unjust to them, they were unjust to themselves. I ask you, brother, the path you're following today, is it your path? Originally, were you meant for that thing? Or you just envied someone? And you envied someone, you find yourself there, it means you may not achieve monumentally anything out of that place. Go for it, brother. And let it come from your limbic nature. Let it come from your inner self that this is exactly what I want to be. And inshallah, I believe that God Almighty will take you there and He will help you to achieve the best of your aims in life. Now, let me tell you this. It is only a fool, and sorry I'm using that word here, who will jump from one aim to the other and hopping from one place to the other. Do not live in a fool's paradise by jumping from one goal or dream to the other, because so long as you live, you will always find someone who is better off than you. It doesn't matter. Anybody can be better than you, so what? That person whom you're looking at as being better off than you, he is also looking at someone else as being better than himself. The point is just focus on your own self. Focus on your own self and move in the path of your destiny. Walk on the rough road of life, because sooner than later you will get there, I assure you. Yes, it might be rough today. Yes, it might be difficult today. Sometimes you might even think that it's all over with me. I can't be anything again. I beg, just leave me. That's why I go die. Who tell you say I go, you go? That's why you go die. You want to give yourself a death sentence when God has not killed you? No. Say no to it. I can still make it again. I have an example here of I don't want to mention his name, a Nigerian whom people had thought everything was over with him. All his colleagues that he started in the early 70s, going to 80s, they had achieved a lot of things, and man, they had left this guy behind. And as God will have it, eventually God catapulted him to the front seat, even though those other guys thought they had left him at the back seat. And he became a celebrity, mashallah. I don't want to mention, if I mention his name right now, almost every listener here will know him. But this is the way of God, and this is the way God does his things. So you just follow the rough road. Yes, it's rough today. It will be better tomorrow. Now, what I'm saying is be dogged about your dreams. Be dogged about your dream. Identify with it and avoid the temptations around it. The temptation of hopping from here to there. Yes, the temptation might be, oh, all my friends don't buy car. All my friends don't build house. Me, I never. Are you on the path that you have chosen for yourself in life? Follow it with all your heart. And put in your best. There is no second best anyway. The best is the best. You can't put in your okay, let me just do it small. Maybe in a government work, make a decision on government work, small. No. Did you know that from being a public or civil servant, God can emplace you and stand you on your two legs? When you dedicate, there is no half-baked approach to these things. You need to give it your entire heart, your entire mind. Anything you do, be your best at it. Whatever, are you a carpenter? Are you a mechanic? Are you a bricklayer? Are you whatever? Let it be that if anyone is looking for a bricklayer, someone says, oh, you are recommended. A carpenter, you are the one. A mechanic, let it be that way. Carve a niche around yourself and develop yourself as an icon. Have an iconic figure that anyone looking for this, you are topmost in that area. You can't be everywhere. Only God is omnipresent. But in an area that God has placed you, be your best at it. Be dogged about it. Don't drop it for whatever reason, not even for money. Because some people say, if I get money now, I'm not going to do this thing again. That means it's not your chosen path. Your chosen path is something that even money can't take it away from you. Am I talking to somebody this afternoon? Even money, as in giving you the best of cash, best of your Mr. President, it won't take you off that thing. You still want to be. You can get the money of the world, get everything. You still want to go for it. This is what I'm talking about today. My brothers, my sisters, dear listeners, it is important for us to note that we can achieve the best of what we're going to achieve when we are able to go for our dreams. We can be, and we should be. By God's grace, I wish you the best in this world and the best in the hereafter. And I pray that God will bless you and He will give you the best of everything you aspire to be in life. I wish you well. We'll be going on a break now, and we'll be right back. When we're back, then God willing, we'll continue with the next segment of our program. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
If you're just tuning, this is 107.7 FM, Emphasis Radio.